What is good, gamers? Welcome back to the Salted Slices channel. I'm sure you've been waiting for me. I mean, I would be if I was in your position. Hope we're all having a lovely and/or luscious Tuesday. Sorry, I said that with a little bit of a British stint to it, a little bit of a Tuesday type of beat. Let me make sure that I'm not muted anywhere. I shouldn't be. Let me turn off my Spotify on my end. You don't need to hear my music. Dude, could you imagine if I actually just played music for myself the entire stream? Like, I just have, like, 30-minute swaths where I just sit there going, like... If you guys can hear this, dude, if I could pass you guys the aux, I'd go crazy. No, I mean, let's be honest, though. You would hear it anyways. I just kind of capture the desktop audio. So what are we playing today? I know. Salted Slice is back on Variety. What? Check your calendars. It might not be 2025. No. Yeah, I mean, it's rocket ratting time. So I know nothing about this game, aside from the obvious. What's the obvious? It features rats. They have an option for their Discord on the main menu, which is fucking awesome. And they start you with general volume at 100 and music and sounds at 50% each. So let's just like, I'm just pumping them all up to 100. And then I can just balance around that. God, please don't let this music be copyrighted. And you might say, what's the odds that like it's their menu music? How could it be copyrighted? It's a great question. Every time I play Brotato on stream, I get a claim on YouTube for part of its theme, which must mean that they just like licensed music from somewhere, from some open source thing, but like not actually open source, you know what I mean? Like you pay, you get a license, you're allowed to use it in your work, but I don't own that license, therefore I can't technically use it in videos, even though they can use it in Brotato. It's only YouTube that claims it though. Twitch has never had an issue with it, so I don't really care. If anything, it just means they recommend the video to less people's. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. YouTube does not recommend VODs to people unless they are completely uploaded as a VOD as is. And even then, if you put VOD anywhere in the title, God help your soul. They will not be showing it to anybody. Hold on. Do I have a... Which one should I change? Probably this one. Change this one over to Rocket Rats. Click in. Hopefully it all pops up. Yep. Oh, wait. I was still in options. Never mind. I thought these were just like the normal settings. I was like, damn. All the options I could ever want. Gaming, audio, video, or inputs. I mean, they probably have a tutorial, I imagine. Will it be infuriating to me? I don't know. Sometimes game tutorials are fine. For the most part, they aren't. Like, it depends on how much text they do. Dubs, none. That's so much easier. Okay. So, increases your roll count. You gain one more upgrade at the start of the game. Increases projectile damage. Yeah. These are like our pseudo-perma upgrades. Right now, we are currently playing this rat. We'll give him a name later. These are... No upgrade equip, no upgrade equip, no upgrade equip. So, I'm assuming that means you just take one of these. Yeah. Okay, so those are probably like... I don't know if there'll be a one-time purchase or not, but just one of these per, and then you've got your skill tree over there. And then you just hit this to start off the game. All right. They understand. They know a guy like me, I don't have time for a tutorial. I'll learn as I go. It's all I need. Is this active reload Gears of War style? Do I have to do my Cog of War? Whenever your shots hit an enemy, you have a 40% chance to summon lightning. A little bit of gambling. Your shots have a 40% chance of inflicting curse. Curse deals 99999 damage after its duration. It doesn't tell you the duration. You'll figure it out. I mean, how long could it last? I've got about 30 seconds in me. Increases rate of fire. It's the easiest one to pick. I'm not even gonna bother acting like the other ones could be better, because if I'm shooting faster, I'm dealing more damage. That's scientific. Well, I guess it also means we're getting to reloads faster, which might not be as good. Reload rush. You have a 40% chance to summon an arrow projectile. God forbid you if you think you know what that does. Increase ammo by 30% or increase reload speed by 45%. See, now the fire rate was worth something. So we're probably, if I had to imagine, looking for now a percent chance. We're starting to be able to gamble for sure, which is also what I said at the ripe age of 10. Okay, what do we have here? Plume X. I mean, it's actually just Firster. Actually, it's pronounced Fister. I understand that it can be confusing, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, I mean, look, do I know the meta of the game yet? Yes, absolutely, because I know everything the moment I click onto a game. Bro just chose the shiny thing. 100%. They put an X over it. That means it has to be good. You can't just put an X over anything. Now in every 5 waves, you summon a star ally that also shoots projectiles. That's just not for me. Poison damage or increased crit chance. Look, poison could be good. Gives us more damage. What if I just took crit chance? Because then, like, I mean, that's more damage also. I just have to hit the odds of it happening, which are about 100%. You don't fuck with the little star guy? I'll fuck with him, but he's not there for me. I'm not gonna pick a friend who's there for me 1/5 of the time. When I would be there 100% of the time. That's fucked up. That's not an equivalent friendship right there. Increased fire rate and reload speed. It's gonna be hard for you to beat that. Yep, none of those beat it. Fire rate and reload speed. Now, our build might not be astronomically good, seeing as I've got nowhere to move here. Oh, I thought every 5 waves was a spawn a permanent star. Wait, you might be right. I don't know. This is my first run, so I'm just kind of taking everything at its very face value. Stars is 1, and then you gain +1 every 5. Okay. Never mind then. Star Friend's not that bad. We probably need to start summoning something. But this is fire rate and crit chance, so how could it possibly be that? It's our whole build. All I know how to do is walk around and shoot fast. Okay, so we're also collecting cheese to use out of game as a permanent upgrade. Got it, got it. You ever think that, like, if there was a Victorian time traveler who could look through a portal to see, like, what would be happening centuries from now, he'd see a guy like me just sitting here playing Rocket Rat saying, thank God, now our crit chance is up so we can shoot faster. Meanwhile, his family is dying because he can't, you know, bring in enough food from his farm. That must be awesome. Increased movement speed. All right. We'll get a little star friend then. I'll see what he can do for me. Ask not what the star or what you can do for the star friend, but what the star friend can do for you. So it is just auto shooting. Okay. I was trying to see if I was able to do to get some fun stuff going on, like Brotato style, where you can take over. Doesn't seem like you do as much here. Well, that's fire rate and reload speed. Look, increasing damage does sound really nice. What if I shot even faster? Y'all ever want to feel cute instead of handsome? Estrogen will be your best friend, man. It's like, right, it's basically free, I think. I don't know where you live. But I'm pretty, in like a lot of EU countries, I think it's like free. All right, all right. You just gotta keep them on their toes a little bit. They've never played COD Zombies before. You have. Use that to your advantage. All right. Now, here we're... Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We're kind of bound to get hit every once in a while. Fire rate and reload speed. Oh, critical chance and critical damage. Let's just give everything damage. Just give everything some damage. See, now we're dealing 6. The big leagues are calling. I might have to pick up. That's roughly, by my estimation, a 20% increase in damage. If I had to, you know, obviously we're guesstimating a little bit here. Dodge? Yeah, they've never seen me weave. I forgot I took dodge chance. What a useless upgrade. That implies I'd ever get hit. And you don't point out that, like, I just saw it pop up there, because that doesn't mean anything. Wave 10. Fire rate, reload speed, critical chance, critical damage, ammo up. Yeah, let's just do crit chance and damage. No, I want to feel cute once in a while, not every second. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's kind of a one-time way to go. So, this feels so unsatisfying. Well, I think it's because we're at the start of the run. Granted, I guess we're on wave 11. Plus, they're also different characters. It might just be the starter character kind of just uses this pistol and walks around. We're dead, by the way. I think I'll just let you in on a little secret right now. I've parsed through the code. We do not make it out of this one. This is our moment where we might be able to hold like 1 or 2 of them back. We will not even be able to hold back 1 or 2 of them. It's gonna be fine because we're about to have our dodge chance proc. I mean, just like 1 sec. Okay. At least they put me out of my misery fast. Okay. But now we have permanent upgrades. Allegedly. So not those ones. Can you like re-roll? Increase your roll count by 1. I'm gonna caution a guess here. I'm gonna say I can now re-roll. I might be wrong, but I've got a good feeling on that one. All right, then you load back in. No one wins the first run, all right? If you won the first run, then, I mean, come on. The game would be too easy. I'm getting my bearings. You can't ask me to do a long jump. I don't even know how to walk yet. Roll options. No. Honestly, maybe. Well, you know what? Show me what you got, arrow projectile. It's got to be the arrow one. They should allegedly all be rats. Don't worry. Unless the game is called Rocket Rats and like your last unlock is a frog or something, then I'm going to be a little bit pissed off. I'm sure Derp would be popping off. I'm going to be a little pissed off. Well, I guess we get Star Ally early then, because it's one of my favorite Kirby games. But also just because, like, then we start scaling. Wave 8, we're looking at another star coming in, and I'm able to make it to Wave 8. I did that on accident. Summoning lightning is just not that appealing to me. Honestly, these all suck ass. Now, that's good. What's this one? Your arrow chances increased by 15%. Sorry, I know I said it's good and then proceeded to not read it. That's just the kind of gamer I am. Did you see Wizard Arena? Isn't that an episode of Adventure Time where they like have to get a bunch of stars on them to see what kind of stuff, or to like cast more spells? You can let me know if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I am. No. Okay. Well, you know, I was pretty close. I think I have seen a clip of it. That's the one where you have to use your voice to actually say the spells you're casting, right? Dude, holy shit, the fear in my heart as I'm walking towards another wizard and he says 35 fucking beehives. I'd be quaking in my boots. Now, okay. Do I want this one? Because it's only for 5 waves. I don't think I care. We'll just get more damage on everything. It's shiny. Yeah, if it wasn't limited time, I'd do it. But like, I need a man who can last. You know what I mean? Just say that you do, even if you don't, by the way. It's paramount to my self-confidence. I'm trying to build it up. My therapist says I need that. Just kidding. I don't talk to a therapist yet. I'm leaving that option open for myself. Gives you extra hearts, increase ammo, critical chance. Critical chance isn't bad, but we can do better. That's better. That's what I'm looking for. Dude, what is it? Now, granted, I've only been to like 2 therapy sessions throughout my life because the therapist that my parents tried to take me to as a child, she was not the kind of therapist I need. I'm not going to say she was a bad therapist because I was but a child. Okay, what the fuck? Unalterable critical. Your critical damage is always at 300%. Gear 2. Dun, dun, dun. Ba-da-da-da. Did I know this one? Yeah, this shit's Ennis Lobby. You just had to tell me that. I understand. I understand. Okay. Is there a rock bottom type option? That's what I'm assuming. Yeah. I mean, it's gotta be just give me 8 more ammo. That just seems too good. And now we're in gear 2. The red one seems so good. Yeah, but like, you can probably scale past 300. That's why I didn't want to choose that one, because we're gonna scale past 300 here. And our arrows can also crit, so it's important to me that like, we don't pigeonhole ourselves for later. Now, does it matter if I don't make it to later? Don't worry about that, man. You have infinite ammo for 5 waves. They gotta stop with these. I'm not gonna be tempted by your songstress's, ooh, a little bit of, no. I want something permanent. I want something I can feel. But yeah, I don't know if it was just, again, the therapist I went to, there was no synergy there. I didn't feel like I could, I didn't think that it was a therapist I wanted to go to, but I have noticed, and I don't know if it's just me, dude, therapists have like a voice line that they love to spam out, which is like the, is it possible? They love hitting that one. You say anything like, yeah, then this happened, and I've just been in a sense of turmoil ever since. And then they sit there and they go, Is it possible? Yes, of course it's possible. That's how everything works. Everything's possible. Increases projectile damage by 250% for a couple waves. Like, it's just rough. I think I'm gonna go Impact 3. Honkai fans are gonna love that one. I hear they had an Impact 3rd or something. Also, you have a therapist in your phone, ChatGPT. Can we agree that the anti-AI sentiment is just like getting tiring. Now, I'm not gonna say for like art. I think with art, there's a lot more of a reason that makes sense, right? But I've seen people get mad at like coders for using AI to help debug or to help figure out like what's going on with their code when their compiler isn't helping. That's like the use case of AI, man. That's what it was made for. It's like the point of it. The number of shots is 3 times bigger, but it takes 2 times longer to reload. Increases projectile penetration. I feel like I just got to start penetrating, right? Like, I don't know, man. Penetration, no breathing sounds kind of sick with it. We'll see what the shots being larger means. Oh, it means I'm shooting X3. Never mind. Well, so when they said your number of shots is 3 times bigger, I didn't know if they meant, well, now I know what they mean. And yes, it is awesome. I thought what they were saying is I'm going to have 36 shots. And I was like, I don't really care for having 36. No, you're correct. You read it the right way. I read it in the incorrect way. Oh, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. And then we get penetration. And now I'll see you guys at the finish line. The run's basically over. But yeah, no, I get so tired of people hating on AI when it's being used in the exact use case for AI. I do also think, though, that AI is becoming an excuse for mediocrity in society. Because whenever I see someone go, ChatGPT, generate me a joke, it is the most painfully unfunny joke of all time. Which is understandable. It's an AI that can't create, right? Like, it's the equivalent of asking your phone autocomplete to do a joke. So obviously it's not going to be good. But then people will start glazing it and go like, so the joke isn't funny. But the fact that ChatGPT generated it is kind of insane. Not really. I'm sorry, it's just not really that crazy. I wish that it was. It's just, it doesn't, I'm not sitting over here like, wow, this is unfunny. But at least it was generated out of nowhere. Okay, so we're basically just like a shotgunner now. Genshin Impact joke, and not an Evangelion. Come on, set it up. Third Impact. That's true, I guess. Wow, that's probably where Honkai got. No wonder they did a collab with Neon Genesis. I never really, hold on. Heal your health back to full, gives you 1 extra heart. I think that's probably worthwhile, seeing as I'm on, oh, fuck, man. Who invited Saturn, dog? What the hell? I was actually, it was so chill before Saturn showed up. No offense to you, Saturn. Oh, come on. It was so chill. We were doing good. We had a good thing going, you and I. Can I please, if I could choose where I was shooting, it would go so different if I could choose precisely where these shots were going. It would go oh so different if I could choose exactly how I shot that. If I could, ooh, if it followed my mouse, I could have done some things there. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we gotta be ready for the Saturn power scale. Just gonna gain 1 upgrade at the start of the game. And then I'm also gonna increase my projectile damage by 50%. And then I'm not gonna increase it because I don't fucking need it, man. That's why I'm not going to. And it's not because I went broke. Oh, you can show its stats in the top. How about that? Increase critical chance by 10%. That's probably what you want to start with. Get yourself going in the crit line. Easy. It's going to be way more enjoyable if you can aim. I feel like Brotato has spoiled me because every time I put... Decreases your total ammo by 99%. Increases your projectile penetration by 9,877%. Increases projectile damage by 250%. Okay, give me silver bullets. These are the deadest fucking stars you'll ever see. Now, is this a good idea for the build? Insanely loud buzzer noise. Not even a little bit. Okay, we don't need our fire rate up. Like, we gotta start forcing reload speed. As much as it saddens me. We gotta start forcing reload speed. Whenever you shoot, okay, we'll go for an arrow chance. Because that should also get all the penetration and other stuff. I mean, you got it early so you can build around it. That's why I took it. I mean, allegedly, I can build around it. I don't really feel like it's that up to me. Sometimes I feel as though it might be at whims of the game. Movement speed, fire rate, crit, projectile damage, roll me. We just care about reload speed. And without any reload speed, exactly like I said, we care about getting our star buddy going on so we can have more shots. because his shots should also get improved. I mean, honestly, whenever you're ready to hit something, my man. See? That's 24 whole damage. Okay. Increases your weapon's base damage by 2. Fire rate, projectile damage. Okay, I think I'll increase my base damage by 2. My phone vibrated. Let me make sure it's nothing important. Okay, it's just that my stamina has maxed out and hit game Limbus Company. I think I'm fine. Does the level expand? If it does, don't tell DeviantArt. They will go crazy with that kind of thing. Increases ammo by 30%. That can't be the correct choice. Unless, do you think this eventually leads into reload speed? I mean, 30%, we might be able to get our ammo back to positive because it's only decreased by 99%. Okay, so is it permanently decreased by 99%? Decreases your total ammo by 99%. Yeah, but like this increases. Oh no, it doesn't say total. So the word total changes everything. What's 30% of 1? Well, up here they put a negative 30%, or sorry, negative 99%. So I foolishly believed that adding 30% to a negative 99 would make it a 69%. It does not. So, but what if I increased it again? It's got to be the fire rate one then. That gets you reload speed as its secondary stat when you start leveling it. We might just be completely cooked this run because I've thrown away too many levels looking to find reload speed. But that's fine because we were cooked on the last every run. Reroll me. Fire rate and crit chance or more arrow chance. What if we did more lightning damage? I mean, more than 0. Which is what we had before. This time I'm trying a new strategy. Before I was casting I was having a deep hole. Now I'm trying to have a bunch of mini holes instead of one that I'm digging too deep into. And we'll see which one feels better. Increasing my ammo by 50% would be an exercise in futility, I think. I didn't think it before, by the way. Before you say obviously, don't say obviously, that would make me feel bad because I didn't think of that. One that digs in your butt twin. Dude, I kind of think I've been laughing at those a good bit, but then all of my friends were like, that's so childish, and I can't believe anyone laughs at it. They said that while I was playing Dead by Daylight. And luckily I didn't make a digging in your butt joke. But I was like, all right, we got the fucking mayors of Frown Town over here, man. It's just like a little joke. It's not like hilarious. It's not high comedy. Well, I guess ironically, it is comedy that is far better when you are high. Who hates digging in butts? That's what I'm saying though. Honestly, you know what I should have done? Dude, I could have had the most insane clapback. I could have hit him with the wow, homophobia in 2025. Huh. Can't have anybody digging in butts? Wow. Then what are they supposed to say? Then I am the based one and I have put them as the crying Wojak in the corner. They hate this one trick. Your reload time is 2 times longer. All right, this might be the stupidest idea I've ever had, but you motherfucker. So fun fact, if you don't have 3 times the shots to shoot, it still only shoots 1. Now, this does make me question the validity of why I would want this upgrade in the first place, but it does not work at all. Your critical damage is always at 300%. Increases reload speed by 45%. We're going to be needing that one for sure. Especially since I doubled it for no reason. No, you want to know why I doubled it? So that the percentage was higher. That's if you don't know how percentages work, obviously. They'll be getting to that one in your math class soon, though. Don't worry. Yeah, we just got to keep lining. We got to keep doing good lines. I think that's my only issue with this upgrade right now is since the game auto targets, I got hit there at the end. Gonna have to disagree on that one. Man, if you could aim, this would go crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's the only issue I'm having right now is I can't really set up my kill chains the way I want to. It's unfortunate. Like, I got the best gun in the world. The way we nerfed it is we had to give it to Stevie Wonder to fire. It's not looking exceptional currently. All right, just one more shot. Just one more shot. It's just that simple. Increase all damage sources by 100%. I think I'm gonna do this one because that was a permanent. It probably increases the enemy's damage as well. And you might say I don't need it when I'm already one-shotting them. But there is a counterpoint to that, which I don't think you were thinking of. It's really funny. Also, it does not increase enemies. Okay, so that one's just insane. That one's just like you take it no matter what. Got it. It's like a free $100 lying on the ground. Dude, when I was a kid, actually, my cousins took me to, I think it was like King's Dominion or one of those, right? Some like chain amusement park. We walked in, the first thing I found on the ground was a crisp $50 bill. You gotta keep in mind, I was still a kid, right? So to me, $50, I was like, I can buy the park. By the way, we're dead again because Saturn showed up. This park will be mine. Also, we were also dead because I made my reload time way too fast. Or sorry, way too long for no kind of increase. Yeah. Every time you have a roll, you have a 20% chance of getting an extra roll. I don't know, man. $50, that's like $1 million. Yeah, exactly. So I thought to myself, oh man, I'm unstoppable. So I told my cousin, I was like, dude, look at this. I found $50. We can do anything now. Do you want to know what the goober's response was? I'm a child, right? Like, this is a formative moment, so they were trying to set a good example. They took it to the lost and found. I'm sorry, if you lose $50 and don't notice it and it falls on the park floor, that means you didn't care for the $50. You want to know who did? Me, who picked it up. You cast it aside like it was nothing. I picked it up like it was everything. That's mad. You shouldn't do that. I feel like the finders keepers rule definitely applies there. I'm gonna get Star Ally early again. Does he ever help me? No, but like this could be the time that he does. That's some nerd shit. Well, it's also like a formative memory for me is finding $50 and feeling like, wow, I could be rich if all I did was like clean the floors off of amusement parks. And then I found out that it doesn't even work that way because apparently you have to go and tell the nice officer nearby that you found money. And you wanna know what the worst part is? I'm guaranteeing you whoever was working lost and found that day, the second we turned around went, yep, guess who just made $50? There's no chance. He wasn't gonna go on the intercom. Did anybody lose a $50 bill? Total amount of hours are reduced to 1. Your total bonus projectile damage is multiplied by 2. So I actually don't mind this one. I'm just kind of worried that I don't know when it's multiplying by 2, if it's like in a buff order up here. Because if it's only multiplying by 2 from my current damage and not including future ones, because it'll put it directly here in my stack. I don't know if the stack order applies for anything. Because if I'm just doing X2 right now, that's nothing. I think it's forever. Yeah, we'll see. Yep, definitely just made it forever. All right, sick. Yeah, and then I just have to not get hit. Well, also, your total amount of hearts are reduced to 1. Okay, so the wording there means don't take any heart upgrades because it won't go past 1. I'm able to read sometimes. That means we just need more fire rate and reload speed then. Because our damage is no slouch right now. In fact, I'm just gonna stretch this one out. Okay, just give me some lightning on my shots. The lightning is doing I mean, we need the lightning to inherit our other damage sources because it is not doing great. It's like 5 damage. I'm sorry, it's just not, I'm not moved, I guess. Increase ammo by 30%. I see where they're coming from, but I do like penetration. Don't believe me? Just ask your mother. Thank you, thank you. Your mom jokes in the year 2025? Yes, they'll never stop being funny, much like digging in your butt. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you. But yeah, I remember also, well, I feel like I gotta go Dodge Plume. I remember that was also like the last time I went out with my cousins to do anything like that because I like these goobers, they don't understand. I remember I even tried to plead with them like, you don't, there's a rule to the world, which is finders keepers. And I've found it. i.e., I'm the keeper. You could have been the Penguin from Batman. So, like, this is honestly a bad time for me to say, why is the Penguin evil? But I'm not saying, by the way, he hasn't done anything that is evil. I'm just saying every time people show off anything about him, he's just like a short guy in a suit. I'm sure he does some absolutely heinous shit on the side. But Batman was never one that really spoke to me. So I never really read his comics. The only villains I know are like Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy. You know, like, I know the Penguin by name. I don't know what he does aside from be short and rich, which could be why he's a villain and Bruce Wayne's a hero, because he's tall and rich. That would make sense. There's a dichotomy there. Basically, imagine the Mob, but like 100x. When he like ties you to a cinder block and pushes you into the water, does he say you'll be sleeping with the penguins? It's okay, you can tell me. If so, I would like the notion that he is actually not a villain and he's awesome. But if he doesn't, then yeah, he's pretty evil. I don't think he does. All right, he's evil for sure. Infinite ammo. Infinite ammo is a tempting one, but what if I just shot faster? All right, so this is where our power spike, or sorry, the enemies get a power spike. This is where the question becomes, can you survive? The answer right now is yes, but I don't know if it will stay yes. Well, it kind of looks like we're on top of this shit. Could maybe use some more ammo before we got to reload, but like we are on top of it. This is the first time I felt like we dunked on a wave, especially like a Saturn wave. There's some good options there, but we could be better. Increase ammo by an extra 50%. Having 14 shots before reloading, hopefully is the power spike we need. I was just about to say that will be. I can't tell the future yet. Haven't done enough ketamine to start seeing that kind of different dimension. Like your mother? What, did she did enough ketamine? I don't think so, man. The prices of ketamine are shooting up. If she was getting some and not sharing, I mean, what's the point of blood if it doesn't even mean anything? Lightning chance is increased by 15% in damage. That was a real high to my last. Oh, I will say the smaller circle does make it feel a lot tighter, like your mother. That's true. I didn't read the other part. Switches shot spread to angular. It sure does. But I feel like it's just worth it. God, it's so worth it. Oh, man. But, you know, I kind of like the idea of you're on a very small place. It's like I'm playing Mario Galaxy. Angles to your shit. Me pulling out my protractor in geometry class circa 6th grade. I think 6th grade was geometry. I don't remember, man. I remember the time, though. Dude, I feel like any company that has sold a compass, as in the mathematical utensil of the compass, within the past 5-10 years, I mean, they got at least 50% of their funding to the Department of Education. I understand it no longer exists in the United States, but still, nobody would be buying a compass ever. They hyped it up so much too. They were like, this lets you draw perfect circles. And I remember that's what I would do all of math class, was just draw perfect circles. And then right after I was done the math class where I needed a compass, you want to know the number of times I've ever used a compass throughout my life? I'll give you a hint. It's less than 1. No way, a perfect circle? Yeah, I mean, honestly, mathematicians are going to get blown out of the water by AI. Because if there's one thing AI can generate, it's an almost perfect circle. I'm not going to give them full credit because I'm not sure if ChatGPT can generate that yet, but I think it can pretty much only generate anime women with insane proportions who are also weirdly wet for being in a dry environment. But I think it's just because they like generating water to try and flex. I guess just give me more arrows. I don't know. I'm not huge on the arrows. Dude, we burned through our ammo a smidge quick, huh? We might need a couple more shots. This is not the kind. If the one bullet option appears now, we cannot take it. Well, see you guys in hell. Oh, I could have walked up. I could have walked up into the left, but I didn't know if it was gonna shoot up into the left because sometimes he just doesn't. Sometimes he just decides that's not for him, and that's okay. Increase the amount of cheese enemies drop. During waves of numbers 10, 20, 30, you gain 1 extra upgrade, or you have a 20% chance of getting an extra roll. Guess extra upgrade? I don't know. How do you feel about the game? I'm conflicted so far. I think it's pretty fun. I mean, are these permanent? Oh, so I should have been buying these. Utility doubles your chance for rare upgrades. I don't even know if I like that much, though. Unless these aren't permanent. These might not be permanent. I really don't know what's permanent and what isn't. I like its art style. I like the idea behind the gameplay loop. I like the noises and sound effects, and also like there's a lot of polish on them. I think for my money, I'm more of a Brotato fan currently, but I think it's because Brotato having weapons. I guess where I'm coming from is the one issue I currently have, but I don't have the other rats unlocked, is in a game like Brotato or Vampire Survivors, you also draft weapons. This one, you kind of change how your weapon works, which I still like, but I feel like it's lacking that level of, the extra second level of drafting, which is what makes runs more volatile, I think. Granted, there might be unlocks that I don't have yet. Because, like, Poison I haven't even done yet. I haven't even picked it up. I guess we should get Star Ally. Star Ally, you might as well get early. I don't know how helpful it has ever been. Yeah, you are early in the game. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, once I get deeper, I might have changed thoughts on that. But that's the one thing is the flashy weapons are normally what makes a Survivors game for me. And this one's more draft your one weapon to be giga good. Also, the weapon's kind of doing all the work. No offense to the rat. Like, hey. How's it going? It's me, the rat. Obviously, the rat's putting in an adequate level of work. Far be it for me. Dude, I just don't need any of these. Roll this. Fire rate, reload speed. I think reload speed's pretty important, and so is fire rate. But, like, that's kind of the issue, right? Is I just like shooting quick. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to escape the chains that bind me of doing a singular run over and over. I know I said the words bind, Binding of Isaac head. Yes! That means he's going back 30 more streams of Isaac. The rat saw his shadow. I think you're sleeping on temporary fire rate. Well, I just think it doesn't matter. I think it matters once we're starting to get to like the Saturn level. I think before then, if you can pass a wave without needing it, it's better just not to have it. But no, I'm doing good. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the end of that. I was just about to like talk about work and rant about it a bit. And then I was like, honestly, who cares? Worrying about work while off the clock? No shot. I will be stressed about it while I'm getting paid to be stressed about it. I'm currently not. Therefore, I no longer let it have hold over me. I do not care. It's a problem for me to deal with tomorrow. And how will I deal with it tomorrow? I don't know. That's for that fucker to find out, not me. I heard you and Joe have been having fun in Night Rain. It is true. It is true. Spoopy Joe did pick up Night Rain, so I've been going back and playing some of it off stream. The game's just so good, man. Is Night Rain my game of the year? Probably currently. Probably currently. Did you see D4VD's new shirt? Dude, you might be the only person who consistently makes me feel like I am old. Because you'll name drop streamers. Oh, new shit. Sorry. I can't read, all right? I was fucking... It's an artist? Oh, no, I did not at all. I did not see... I don't even think I know who they are. Honestly, there's another artist that people keep talking about on my TikTok page, and I've never heard of her. Her name is like Ado. I don't know. She's a Japanese artist. He's the guy that made the Invincible soundtrack. Oh, okay, never mind. I've heard of him then. Yeah, see, because I've heard that one song that went insanely hard from the Invincible one. Yeah. Okay, so I know of him then. Do I remember the name of the song right now? No, because I didn't see that season of Invincible. Which season did you see? The first one. The same way every single show goes. Ask me about The Walking Dead. I don't know, I can't talk to you past the first season, man. That's just how it goes when I watch a show. What does this say? After reloading, you have 30% chance of increasing your fire rate by 200% until your next reload. Didn't hit it. Hold on, we're about to. Didn't hit it. I'm putting it all on black. Except his newest one's kind of ass. Well, it's a good thing that I didn't say that. But increase your fire rate by 300 based on how low your current ammo is. I just don't think that that matters for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for that. I just don't think that it does. Could really use that fire rate increase. All right. Maybe it matters. Because the second I don't have my fire rate increase, I'm like, wait, we're in hell. But then it all comes back to me. Much like a boomerang. I don't like the closeness they're having me stand. Man, I'm like, it was bound to happen at some point. Hit a good target. Hit a good target, maybe. I don't know, just my idea. Increase your weapon's base damage by 2. I need something. Probably should have rolled for a temporary upgrade. I would definitely agree with that. Saturn's gonna fuck us up, man. This greedy obese planet. I'm sorry. It just needs to be said that, like, it's doing way too much compared to what the moons are doing. Also, I don't know if I agree with this game's power scaling. Why is a star weaker than a moon or Saturn? That just doesn't make sense to me. Decreases your total ammo. It's not happening. Increases your fire rate by 300% based on... I don't know. Roll me. Increases your fire rate. Fine, man. If you want me to have it so bad, I'll take it. I will take it. It's just not exceptionally helpful, in my opinion. I'm hardly noticing. I noticed way more when we hit the 30% than I noticed the 300% increase in fire rate. Because getting 300% increase on my final one shot, it's hard to notice. No offense. I'm sure you've been told that in the bedroom before. Sorry. Didn't mean to bring up your past trauma like that. Didn't mean to unearth it for you. Okay. Whenever a shot kills an enemy with a critical hit, it increases your next attack shot number by 1. Or we can increase our ammo. I think... What's our crit chance looking like? Critical chance is 60%. 60% is not bad. It's between these two. I think we need more projectiles going on right now. And you could say that the other upgrade would give us more projectiles as well. Yeah, but I've noticed those high tier upgrades like to show up a lot. Getting something new going on, starting a new life, seems a lot harder. And then our next arrow upgrade lets our arrows crit also. So then we can start going for the one where it's like when you crit, do something. Do I remember exactly what it said? No. But I just knew that, like, I don't think I'm critting enough yet. In fact, I've been looking almost every time we crit an enemy, then don't crit them, and the one that doesn't crit is what's killing. So I think I would have been a little bit upset if I took that other upgrade. Yeah, that feels way better. Now I'll take this one. God damn. Wait. I might understand the game now. You just, like, pick up items and let it play itself. Okay. Man, I can't wait for endless mode in Night Rain. How are they gonna, like, does it just scale new game style? I mean, I guess we don't know, it's not out yet, but is that, like, actually a thing? Dude, people who are waiting for endless Night Rain are gonna lose their mind when they play Elden Ring. Increase projectile damage by 250%. Okay. I'm down for that. Have 5 or more rare upgrades in a single run. What can I say? I mean, you know, that's just me, I suppose. Wow, it is a good thing we took an upgrade to our damage because... Okay, now I think the stars are powerful again. Never mind. They're still so weak. I just don't think that my guy is shooting in a way that I like. What is going on? I feel like I have no ammo ever. We need our max ammo increased desperately. I need more bullets in the name of my favorite TikTok guy. Have infinite ammo for 5 waves. All right, never mind. I do not need more bullets. Oh my, okay. Well, I just, look. So, do I understand what man. It's just, I don't know. Welcome to the game. I get it. All right, I understand how you play the game now. It's all falling into place. Increase projectile damage. Okay. We take this one. Get some more ammo up. How many more turns do we have? Waves remaining 3. Got it. I think you gotta roll for a way to cap your bullet speed. Well, I just need, like, infinite ammo permanently. That's what I really need. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep going. Well, I guess we'll go projectile damage, sure. Once we run out of infinite ammo, this is gonna be very hard. How many more turns of it do we have? Okay, and this is also our increased projectile damage is about to leave us. So we've definitely still got hurdles ahead of us. I would not say we're completely out of the woods yet. I know it looks that way when I'm sending walls of death everywhere. Your star allies can also deal critical damage. Look, it's a nice idea. Just give me even more ammo. I'm going to need it. We're dead. Are we? I don't know, man. Look, no, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Next wave, we're likely not doing as fine as we are right now. Okay, so here's the sad part. We are out of infinite ammo. Yeah. As far as we know, you keep fighting, and every 3 nights you fight a big or multiple bosses, it'll also have a leaderboard. Yeah, I think an online game like Elden Ring with a leaderboard will probably have a very fair leaderboard with no hackers showing up, if I had to guess. That just seems right to me. Fire rate and reload speed up, a little bit of crit up, and then a little bit more projectile damage up. And then I guess you just run it back. What do I have to do to unlock these guys? Reach ammo 7, reach poison or curse 7, arrow 7, or lightning 7. It's never gonna happen. All right, we'll start with Star Ally. We're scaling our stars as much as we can. I'm over here scaling with my stars, just straight up lotioned up on my star. Well, let's try Curse. Maybe Curse is worth running. I'm not moved by it right now, but it hasn't done anything. I could increase the stuff that I know, but look, we're going full in on Star Curse. We're trying to unlock 2 characters here. All right, I got a new mission in mind. I've got a 1-track mind here, and this is what I'm gonna do with it. I was kind of thinking earlier, this is probably the most dangerous way I could start a sentence. I was kind of thinking earlier, would it not be kind of hype if in the US, all police officers were forced to turn on their body cam on like twitch.tv? We could give them a 30-minute delay. I'm not trying to give the criminals an advantage here. But like, would that not go absolutely insano mode? Then also the chat gets to hold them accountable. Like they'll catch somebody, you know, they're holding a gun to the suspect's head, and then the mods of the Twitch channel where the body cam is playing can just be like W chase, and then like a poll will pop up for like yes or no. I think it would go insane, man. So I'm hoping that like I should probably, I'll submit this idea to the current presidential administration, because if any administration would enact something like that, it would be this one. And it could be like their one lasting power where people are like, maybe it wasn't all that bad. We did get the body cam streams. Chat 10 subs where we pull them over. Yeah. And honestly, I want everybody in the chat of the body cam footage to be typing like it's a Dead by Daylight stream, where they're like W loop, L killer. That would go insane, man. It would be so sick. I think we just take the gear upgrade when we can. The gears are just so good. The Gears of War, if you will. Isn't that game getting a remake soon? Or, sorry, a remaster for, I think it's for the original. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is I can't, if they are remastering it, I can't wait to play Gears of War online again. It'll be like coming home. Your curse chance is increased by 10%, sure. See, the issue is I don't know what Curse does. Because Curse deals 999 damage after its duration. Yeah, but everything's just dying. And then anytime one of these guys lives, they don't get Curse on them. Aha. Okay. It takes some time for sure. I would not say it's, oh. Projectile damage, I guess. I don't know. It feels weird to go for damage when I'm trying to do Curse. Isn't the remaster also coming to PlayStation? That's kind of insane. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it too much. I just heard one time somebody mentioned to me that it was getting remastered. That is the first and only time I have heard that one was happening. So But I can't imagine. I mean, I guess the console war is just like finally done and dead, right? Not that it should still keep going. Honestly, the fact that we had grown men saying, I can't believe you play on PlayStation and not Xbox. I mean, it's kind of like the most cringe shit of all time. It's how I feel. Maybe I'm misguided because I do use an Android. So you can see what side of this I would fall on. But am I insane for thinking that it seems in the Android versus iPhone war that people with iPhones really care that you have an Android, but people with Androids don't really seem to care much? Like, maybe I'm crazy, but it's always seemed that way to me, where people with Androids are like, I got an Android because I like it. And then people with iPhones are like, if you don't have an iPhone, how do you even survive? Are you sure you're even alive anymore? And now I've seen people being like, I really want to get the new Galaxy Fold, but it's not made by Apple. And I'm like, brother, why is there so much brand allegiance like this? It's a phone, man. It's a fucking phone. Buy a phone from your whatever company you want. It doesn't matter. You wouldn't know where you're going to have brand allegiance after that when you're looking at, okay, well, I only have one provider in my area who gives me good coverage. And trust me, that will happen. I wish it wouldn't, but it will. But yeah, I do think it's very fun. I mean, it's because, in my opinion, with the Android versus Apple one, Android isn't just one platform. Now, I will say, I might be biased on this one. I don't know, even though I use a Samsung phone, I don't know if Samsung is the best Android operating system that's out there, but it is definitely like the most common one. So that counts for something, I think. Okay, we got our dodge going. That was a tactical dodge, by the way, so I can inflict more curse. You wouldn't understand. This build feels atrocious, might I say. Maybe I need to like max out my HP. Maybe that's what we need. God, we need something on this run. Curse just feels atrocious. Infinite ammo is a band-aid solution that doesn't address the problem itself. I'm just gonna take this instead. Now, maybe lightning would apply more, but I don't think so. I don't know, I might be wrong. There's no real way for me to check the synergies without just experimenting, but like, I don't think going for a level 1 lightning there changes much. I would know, I worked at Blizzard for about 7 years, so you better believe I know what's going on. Dude, I honestly can't believe people still play WoW. Respect to people who still play WoW. How do you play a game that looks like that? That's, you might say you and your glass house should not throw a stone, based off some of the other games that I've played that don't look the most appealing. But WoW might have, I think the reason I hold WoW's art style against it more is because WoW players' brains have kind of like decroded to the point where they have convinced themselves that WoW looks good. And that's where it's insane to me. Like, you can admit WoW looks like shit, because it does. And that's fine. It's fine for a game to look like shit, but I get tired of like, no, WoW actually is really good looking. It's not, man, and it's okay. Not every game has to look good, I guess. But like, lie to me about it. Don't piss on my leg, tell me it's raining. That's not gonna fly. I understand that it looks bad. WoW looks so shitty that it's starting to look nice again. That's called Stockholm Syndrome. You just can't get over it because you spend your entire life on the game. That's the issue they have. They don't want to move on because it's been so long. They don't know who they are without World of Warcraft, okay? When they don't log into it, we don't know what the long-term effects of playing WoW is on the brain, but I can tell you it can't be good. Because go to the World of Warcraft category right now on Twitch and find someone who's been streaming for like 18 hours and click on the stream. That can't be good. Every time, their brains look actively fried. And it's to the point where all they can do, they're leaning back in their chair, doing their 7th raid run of the night. They're not raid leading, they're just following the pack. the tank pulls away the ads from them. They go, good pull, good pull. That's the only word that they will mutter for the next 30 minutes. It's just insane to me. And again, don't get me wrong. If you like the game, you like the game. I'm not trying to say, like, you can't like the game. I just kind of feel like when... I know that if you think WoW still looks really good, you also look at Ocarina of Time and you're like, you know, this game's graphics have actually aged incredibly well. They haven't. And that's okay. But no, man. I guess we'll get more cheese. Why not? Do a little cheese to meet you kind of run. Right now, I kind of feel hard limited where we're at. Gain 5% dodge chance for each level. Okay, we should definitely do that. Starting out with Star Ally seems quite pertinent because we start just like scaling very quickly. Starting with Curse, I hated how Curse felt though. So I will do crit chance because your stars can crit and then we can just start building our bullets around that. In the words of my glorious king on TikTok, I need more bullets. I wonder what he's up to right now. You guys think he's living life? You think he's seeing everything that the world has to offer? God, I hope so for his sake. I mean, he's got to be set for life. Same with the, what was the one, the one ice cream girl, the one who started all the NPC streams. That is insane. Like, I know everyone had told me at the time, no, you know, it's popular because it's a fetish. But I don't understand what the fetish is. Like, I don't understand a lot of fetishes because they're not ones that I hold. But, well, sorry, I don't have a lot of fetishes, but I can understand a lot of them, right? Because when you lay it out and you're like, this is what turns me on, I go, okay, I understand. I understand why that could be a thing that would turn somebody on. When somebody says ice cream so good because a sticker popped up on their screen, how is that possibly, even remotely, gonna do anything for you? It just doesn't make sense. Is it because she does a licking motion? Is that all it takes for you? I pray for your sake you stay away from candy stores then, because there's a lot of lollipops in there, and I hope that it never crosses your path. It might be one of the worst fates that could befall you as a man. You're not recovering from that one. I guess we just keep going crit. I don't know. I mean, our crit chance is absurd right now. Yeah, we're at 60% crit. That's not bad. We need our stars to crit. I don't think we have that yet. Yeah, we don't. Well, more damage and penetration doesn't sound bad to me. Surprise, surprise, more penetration doesn't sound... yeah, I know. I realized right after I said it out loud, I understood. I mean, we could just do fire rate. I don't know, though. I'd rather just increase our ammo count right now, because our damage is fine. I mean, I do like having fire rate up, but I don't think we need it right now. I want to save any rare upgrades for way later. I don't know what gear we're looking for. And it might just be purely anecdotal, by the way. But I have been noticing... I don't want to do that, because we'll burn through our ammo too quick. Yeah, okay, well... No, your arrows can also deal critical damage, is good. We kind of just do better when we shoot like this because our reload is very slow. So if we burn through our ammo and then didn't have anything to do after it, that'd be rough. That would be rough. So movement speed is also tied to dodge, by the way. We did learn that somewhat. Arrow chance is increased by 15%. Arrow chance is 70%. Yep, all right. That's not bad at all. Kind of more a bow and arrow build than anything else, but what can I say? It was my favorite in... Assassin's Creed 3? Was that the one where you had a bow and a tomahawk, I think? Where you played as... Wow, his name did not stick in my mind. I was about to say Edward Kenway, and then I was like, no, Edward Kenway was from the 4th game, from Black Flag. I have... By the way, that L almost got stuck in my throat. Dude, if that L from Flag got stuck in my throat, holy shit. Assassin's Creed Black, what now? That would have been ending for me as a person, I think. And I understand I'm technically allowed to say it. Well, I guess the technical is doing none of the lifting there. I am allowed to, I think. I think if you've been with a man, like slept with them, I mean, not just been around one. Because I'm assuming you've been around one. Black Flag is the best one anyways. This post has been fact-checked real. One person coming out of the woodworks. I actually like Shadows a lot. Oh, isn't it so fun, dude? There's probably a kid out there who actually loves Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they're just gonna grow up to learn that it was woke from Asmongold and be like, no, my childhood. It was woke the whole time. I just wanted to play as the cool samurai. But yeah, no, Black Flag was crazy good. I loved that game. Whenever a shot kills an enemy with a crit, it's probably not worthwhile. It's going to cause us to burn through our ammo pretty quick, but like, it looks so cool that it's hard for me to say no. I kind of care about the exaggerated swagger that comes with an upgrade. The exaggerated swagger of, well, it escapes me right now. I just can't seem to think of it. Okay, increase reload speed by 60%. That's huge. Our reload's not bad now. I would not say it's good, though. God, I hope. Me too. Sorry, I didn't read the rest of it. That's all I got time for before I was like, let me look at the screen in front of me. Let me not be a distracted driver currently. Big. Holding your ground always works, except for right there where it strictly did not. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just don't stand in the middle. What do we think about that? Yep, works way better for you. Can't do any of those. Okay, now we're on to something. Fire rate and reload speed. Reload speed is what matters the most. So we got to just keep getting our reload speed up. Our stars might not be doing anything, but that's okay. They give me a sense of camaraderie. All right, well, I'm just going to take all of my HP as damage real quick, if that's cool. Yep. Well, I think that this is kind of the wall that we hit. Yeah, okay. Yep. This is, I mean, it's sure feeling like I'm smacking a wall currently. And I know when I was a kid, I punched a hole in the wall. That's true. Enemies killed trigger your chance of summoning arrows. We might be fine. They're saying there is a good chance we're fine. Because now we have such good chain kill potential. And if Risk of Rain has taught me anything, we should be fine. Poor drywall. You wanna know what the saddest part about that story is? And this is real, by the way. I punched that hole in the wall because I couldn't figure out how to mod Minecraft. And that's kind of what I realized as a child, that like, wait a minute, that probably wasn't, well, afterwards it was the most embarrassed I had ever felt because it was the dumbest reason of all time to lose my cool. So I think since then I've gotten a little bit better at regulating my emotions because it's really sad. Most understandable reason is because fucking Pixelmon wouldn't work. Sorry, I'm getting heated again. Do remember my breathing exercises? All right, big day for our chance at summoning arrows when we kill enemies. Yeah, big day for that one. After reloading, you have a 30% chance to increase our fire rate. It just doesn't matter much. Shit. See you guys in hell. I can't kill a single thing. Yep, not anything. Not one. Not one will die, actually, is kind of the saddest part about that. Okay, big run. Incorrect. Little and small, actually. It was a perspective thing. I trimmed the bushes around the tree to make it appear taller. It actually didn't change much at all. Yoink all of these. Oh, wait, you are only choosing one of them? You fucks. Damn it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, increasing projectile damage is what I want to go with here. Fuck, I thought I was just upgrading all of these. If only there was a tutorial to teach dumbasses like me this kind of thing. Okay. I want to start... They've never seen a full ammo run. It was an 8-star nightmare trying to mod Minecraft in the old days. Well, that's kind of where I think a lot of my love for computers, coding, and all that kind of stuff came in. You can find it if you're like really diligent. I didn't take down any of the videos. I had an old channel when I was a kid where I would install mods and review them. It never got much traction, so don't be like, oh my god, I might have watched you. You didn't. I promise you, you did it. Man, if only someone played this game before. Oh yeah, I know. If only I had like somebody giving advice on my shoulder, like a little frog of sorts. Dude, this game would go crazy if they had co-op multiplayer. I gotta unlock another character. I got JEI to work. Fucking DEI yet again. Great. And yet, hold on, let me shift tab. Hello, it is me, Mr. John Rocket, the founder of Rocket Rex. You are doing a great, champ. Keep up the good work. See? And now, I've got proof on my hard drive that I'm the best player of this game. So, anybody who says I'm making suboptimal plays, I urge you to look back. I guess we just keep going ammo. I don't know. Ammo build. Just enough inventory? Oh, I don't think I ever used it. See, the kinds of mods I liked, I didn't really like the kinds of mods that were way too late for Star Allies. What am I thinking? I'm just too much of a Kirby fan. How many times will I make that joke? 100,000. Every single time the word Star Allies appears on my screen, I will be saying that. Rush, sure. Kind of more of a Rush-y guy myself. But you know, the kinds of Minecraft mods I liked as a kid, I always... Wait a minute. I just had like a horrible vision. Oh, thank God I started the stream on YouTube. Dear Lord, I just had like everything was coming back to me. I was like, wait. Hold. I might be incorrect. I might have not started the upgrade. Also, if I increase my damage by a percentage of... by a percentage of my ammo, would that not mean that infinite ammo is infinite damage? I'm not 100% sure how infinity works, but I'm pretty sure infinity, taking a percentage of it, is still infinity. Mathematicians correct me on this one. Arrow's also kind of goated, man. I like Arrow a lot. Joe, I know you are hiding. Reveal thyself. Hey, we don't know that. What if there's a Rite Aid near us that's going out of business? For all I know, Joe could be over there shopping and buying all the snacks. In fact, I had a friend who had messaged me and was like, hey, if you need any cough medicine or anything like that, the Rite Aid nearby is going out of business and they're doing a big sale. You think I'd go to Rite Aid in order to get medication that could like save my life someday? This is an opportunity for me to get Coke Zero at a discounted price from the Rite Aid freezer. Also, your little astronaut's so cute. Yeah, that's how the characters look in this one. It's kind of sick. That was, I mean, yeah. I'd steal a bunch of stuff and wouldn't care. Don't think that's how the sale works. I'll have to ask the employees. I think when they say everything must go sale, they're not talking like bring a crowbar and start pillaging. Again, not sure. Gear 5? Dun, dun, dun. Ba-da-da-da. This is the highest point. Get the Gear 5 upgrade. This is my peak. This is the power of Straw Hat. I can hear them. The drums. Holy shit. How are you supposed to not take Gear 5? I actually want to roll for the ammo upgrade. I'm just going to take this upgrade then. Whatever. It's fine. Dude, realistically, if you take the drywall, I think the Rite Aid would just thank you, though. Because they're going to probably demolish that building. Unless they do what the old school Pizza Huts would do, where people are going to take over and just have a Rite Aid shaped building. But I feel like Rite Aid is such an angular building every time I see it, that I don't know. I wouldn't want to have an angular setup like that. Every attack only consumes 1 ammo. Welcome to hell, guys. Unlock Soldier Rat. Hell yeah. Wait, this is actually absurd. I never run out of shots. Okay, so now we have to get the upgrade that makes it so when we crit... Oh my god. Wait, this is so goated. Oh. More fire rate. Holy shit. Oh, it's my world. You're all just allowed to live in it. Oh, baby. No longer have my +1 heart. I kind of forgot that I'm no longer running that upgrade. It should be fine, though. More crit chance. Because crit's doubling my damage. Projectile damage barely does. I see the gear turning his little rat head. Look, the ammo upgrade's absurd. The ammo upgrade is actually just not balanced compared to anything else. Being able to make every shot only consume 1 ammo is just actually a level beyond anything else. Roll me? Yeah, just keep going for what we have. I'm trying to look. I could go chasing waterfalls, but I'm trying to stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. I don't know if that makes me insane, but like, I just kind of feel like it's gonna happen your way or nothing at all. So I'm just gonna, you know, stay here. Also, custom confiscated it. What did they confiscate? Huh? My tub? What the fuck? You were shipping in... Damn, hit him with the you're so dirty you must need one of these. I see how it is. Damn, I didn't know you were cruel like that. I didn't know you were cruel like an angel's thesis, some might say. No, a tub of ice cream? No, I'm pretty... Message received, buddy. This rat doesn't know how to read. I just didn't scroll up in chat. So all I got was the little Twitch notification that says my tub. So, increases the amount of cheese that enemies drop. I'm cheesed for this upgrade. Classic excuse. I also can't read. I guess that's true too. Reading on stream is so much harder than reading off stream, man. Like, reading off stream is so easy because it's just like, I get it. The werewolf is her boyfriend and the two of them are about to have intercourse. This makes sense to me. Reading on stream, I never know what you guys are going to say. It's lucky that every book is pretty much the same. They all just end like that. Shout out was given to Spoopy Joe. That's true. Spoopy Joe's debut is happening soon. Isn't that right, Spoopy Joseph? I just love lying. I just love going on the internet and spreading lies. It's so awesome. You can just say whatever you want. Like what? They're gonna make me use my ID to sign on to Twitch someday? Could you imagine if there was a country anywhere in the world where they started making you use your ID to access places online? Man, that would be crazy. Well. Oh, it's fucking over for them now. I'm sorry. I regret to inform them it is over. The thermonuclear missile has started. Wait, they understand. They know the counterplay. Okay, it's not 100% over for them because the second I reload, it kind of does get sad. But I don't have to reload often. Increased critical hit chance or projectile damage up. Give me increased critical hit chance where excess critical hit chance is being turned into critical hit damage. But instead now I'm like critting almost every time. Oh my god, yeah. That's a world of difference if you ask me personally. Now they're all going to move in very quickly. We rebuild up and then they lose again. It's just that simple. Roll me. Okay. Increase shot number by 2. I mean, this just... I'm sorry. Oh my god. This is the kind of lethal force that the U.S. uses. Well, I'm not going to finish that. Mad Libs. Fill in the answer. You know what? Here. We'll do it. We'll say it's something else instead. This is the kind of force I'd be using in Ready or Not when I see like a family of 4. How's that? Good. Increase shot number by 4. Increase projectile damage. Increase knockback. Increase ammo. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, welcome. Best of luck on this one. Love to see them break through this. Holy shit. Welcome back, Fort Knox. Ready or Not mentioned. Yeah, I still know nothing about the game, so like... Heal to full and get more health. What, I look like a bitch to you? I'm sorry, I didn't realize I looked that way. We'll keep going with star allies. My star allies will start helping soon. Also, I'd rather wait to use the heal. Because there's no shot I'm getting hit 4 times in any wave. In fact, we're probably going to see whatever the end of the game looks like pretty soon. He lied. They're spawning a lot more Saturns. And like these big back Saturns are causing issues for me. But we finished the wave. Hitting a critical shot empowers your next attack. Never mind, you guys are fucked. All right, so now we're in endless mode. I'm noticing. I'm just hashtag noticing this one. Yeah, I mean, that's just gonna be rough for them. How many hours will this go on for, do you think? We're on wave 30 plus 10. They can't just keep doing 50. Wait, they can. Maybe not. So starting to regret not taking that heal. Notice I said starting though, okay? All right. This is where we actually lose for real though. Just kidding yet again. I love sandbagging. It's so awesome. Ooh, okay. Hold. They still can't hurt me. Mind over matter. My increased knockback will keep them all away. Ah, shit. We're probably out soon. Yeah, I mean, the number of allies we have is astronomically growing at the same time. So maybe the allies will offset. Nope. Okay. I have plans that are in the works as we speak. He's not talking about streaming, by the way. He's just gonna get oiled up butt booty naked for the fun of it. So what's Soldier Rat do differently? Does he like... He doesn't get nightmares from what he's done? Is that it? Increases your upgrade options by 1. Definitely going to be choosing upgrade options. You gain ammo upgrade at the start of the game. Ammo upgrades are more likely to appear. Every 3 waves, you gain 40% extra ammo. Increases fire rate, increases ammo, increases projectile damage. I mean, honestly, just like give me all of these, man. Oh, you choose one. Okay, you choose a tree. You choose a tree. Got it. Fire rate by 60. Shot number. I'm gonna go projectile damage, increase penetration, and then get this one. And then we'll just do this. We'll just try that as a run. Spend 30,000 cheese coins. Shit, you noticed all that? All right, let's see what the soldier one does. Yeah, it looks like he's just able to live with what he's done. That's about it. Okay. It's a little bit more of a... projectile damage. I mean, an early star ally is hard to say no to. Does my star ally ever do anything? No, but guys, trust me, this one will be the time. This time, star ally will do something. Every other time, they've been the cinder block beneath my legs as I'm cast into the ocean. But this time, I'm really feeling good about star ally. So hello, I need to work in like 8 minutes, but saying hello. Hello, welcome in. I got off work like an hour 50 minutes ago. Strangely, I've been streaming for about an hour and 18. It's almost as though I just eat and then click go live. Strange. I honestly, whenever I have to cook, I feel like my vibe is thrown off for streaming, you know? Because I'm telling you, and I know that this is about to sound like I hate the environment. We need to create disposable cookingware that I can use one time and then throw out. And is it wasteful? Yes. But at the same time, I really don't like doing the dishes after I cook something. So with that in mind, I would love if we could come up with some way that I don't have to worry about that anymore. I know the landfills. All your bonus movement speed is transformed into critical chance. I feel like we have to do this though, because it increases our damage by our ammo, and we have 80 ammo. That's too much. You clearly don't own a dishwasher. I do own a dishwasher. But then, like, my issue is I get a little lazy after I cook, and I don't immediately start cleaning the pot. So then I come back about 30 minutes later, and then something's caked on, and I go, ugh. So then I throw it in the dishwasher, and I let it run through the dishwasher. Then it runs through the dishwasher, and it's still washed on, so I need to get a sponge. I need to start scrubbing. The second I need to scrub a dish, I'm sorry, you upset me. You're uninvited from my birthday party the second I need to start scrubbing that dish. Also, this character is so good, might I say. Like, I'm not thinking about anything. The waves are just dying before me. I'm a big fan of scrubbing right after cooking / eating so it doesn't crust. So, I'm a big fan of that in theory, right? But I think that there's something that you might be forgetting. just boiled water in the pot. How am I supposed to clean it right then? It's too hot. And even if I use cold water, it's still gonna feel hot to the touch. I'm a little temperature sensitive bitch. So I'm gonna back off. Now, of course, I'm making this a larger deal than it is. What do I do in real life? I just wash the dish. But like, when I'm on here, I'm going to be hyperbolic. So welcome aboard. I can also be parabolic if we want. And that's why I love my induction stove. I have a gas-powered stove. I kind of hate gas stoves. Like, I know that everybody says they're better. I don't know, man. Every time you hear it, you start up the gas, you hear it, and then you hear it, and it's like, I don't need to hear this to start up I just like fucking cook my food. I'm gonna miss our gas stove. That's the difference between you and me. When we're moving into the condo, there's no gas line for the stove, so we have to do electric. Unless we obviously, I mean, like, technically you could run a line. It's just gonna be way more expensive than it's worth. So I am very excited. I'll finally be back to an electric stove. I know that Hank Hill fans are gonna come for me and say, don't you know? He was the one who taught me propane's better. Look, I don't know. I prefer it my way, actually. All right, one more upgrade and we've got really good stars too. Going directly for induction, very nice. Well, so I mean, like, the issue though, we gotta figure out, you know, our price range for the stove. I might just get one that can barely turn on if it's the cheapest one, like from Facebook Marketplace. Messaging up 40-year-old guy who bought this one in order to, wait, induction? I mean, we could go induction. We'll have to see. Oh, so don't do this. Mine just cost me 70 bucks. You honestly, and I don't mean this in an offensive way to you, you sound like boomers when they're like, yeah, I just bought my house for $30 in a pack of gum. I don't know if mine's gonna be $70. It's probably gonna be slightly more if I had to guess, ever so slightly. Gain 0.5 extra hearts, sure. Is it what I want? No, but it's what I have. I'm not the stepfather, I'm the father who stepped up, okay? And that's what the 0.5 hearts is right now. It's not winning any awards, even remotely, but it's doing its best, man. Could really use, yeah. Now we have Nerdy Rat unlocked. Yeah. Look at that guy go. All right, the stars are at maximum level. They should start wowing me any second now. They haven't yet, but I'm sure they're about to, like, just make me go, wow, that's insane. Like, they're seeing really not impressive, even remotely. But just you wait. My projectiles not penetrate right now? If not, I definitely fucked up. We'll be fine. Because we just stand still anyways. We have 141 shots. We'll be fine. I don't know what my reload speed is because I haven't had to reload since wave 2, man. Yeah, just give me the double crit, sure. And then here's wave 30. I believe the last wave of the regular game. Locking in. Hold on, I'm really gaming out of my mind. You gotta understand, I'm so focused and dialed in right now. Oh, baby. Oh, the colors are doing some stuff. Man, I bought it at the start of the year. Surely it won't have increased that much. There's no shot a new stove was $70. That seems crazy. Okay. So even though penetration's nice, I think we gotta go critical V. Well, we're gonna be doing this for a while, I think. They're gonna die quickly for a little bit. But like, is that a EU thing? You guys aren't allowed to price gouge on appliances that are considered essential for people to live? Because I'll tell you right now, that is not a US thing. We were looking at full appliance sets and they were around 2.3K. So that's if they're not on sale though. Obviously we'd be looking at them on sale. But that is including a refrigerator and a dishwasher also. But we will need all of those in our new condo anyways, so. You know, it's not like we're getting ripped off if we have to buy the whole thing. Researching currently, looking into this. At Grok, is this true? Dude, all the different CEOs dying must be fucking up with Grok though, right? Because like people are now celebrating death, so Grok's gonna think, oh, it's good when someone dies. So someone's gonna post like, oh, my grandmother just passed, you know, it's a very tragic moment for me. Some dude in the comments gonna be like, at Grok, is this sad? And Grok's gonna respond, no. It's so sad, man. Completion time, 7 minutes. 7 minutes to go 30 floors. The soldier rat might just be the best to ever do it. You gain the star ally at the start of the game. I'm gonna be so for real with you, nerdy rat. I am not actually getting... I don't really want to play. I mean, if we play him, though, right? Like, we kind of... You know, there's a certain level of... You gotta do it. We can play nerdy rat. It's fine, fine. We'll play him once. We'll see what we got going on. Your star allies have better shots, sure. Your star shoots in a wave-like path. Why the fuck would I want that? Sorry. What is the possible benefit to that? I just can't see any reason I would want that one. I can recommend getting the portable plates and just an oven separate. You save like 300 bucks. Well, yeah, because that's the issue, is we need the oven also. Maybe I'm more of a crit pilled kind of guy. I think I am crit pilled for this one. Wait, he got the glasses. It's so cute. Wait, because look, I'm playing nerdy rat. 4 eyes. Dude, what the hell? Wait, there's a bully in my mentions. They're making fun of me for being a 4 eyes rat guy. Oh, this is the worst character of all time. Fuck this character. This character's ass. Sorry. Sorry. I won't judge a book by its cover. These shots are the most atrocious shots I could have ever imagined. Oh my god, the way he shoots is... Oh. I do not like you, man. I do not like you at all. And then if you actually manage to hit a shot, it turns it around. No, it just randomly sometimes turns it around. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a big drama between me and that one. Hit it. I don't fuck with the shots at all. I must say. My goat soldier would never do me like this. Nerdy rat, on the other hand, is all he knows how to do. Give me more dodge chance, sure. Why not? There's another one that like increases, or I think it's curse that we should go for also then. I think nerdy rat is just not going to be a victory. I'll tell you right now, if you're looking forward to me winning on nerdy rat, treat your expectations as though they are eggs, because you are going to temper them. I guess we go curse. Yeah. I was just talking about curse should be good. Especially because I don't seem to be able to hit anything anyways. So we pop what we can. Dude, was it like actually a thing people used to get made fun of? Was wearing glasses? Because I know 4 eyes is obviously a very common insult, right? But like, I don't know, I feel like it's up there with dweeb, geek, and nerd. Where I don't think any of those 3 could ever actually upset somebody. Are you freaking 4 eyes? Yeah, man, that's really, you're cutting deep. Might need therapy later in life because you called me that one day. It's just gonna really sit with me for a while. Like, I know it's high school bully 90s core to call someone 4 eyes. But there had to be a genesis for it, right? Like one person on the writers team had to get called 4 eyes when they were a kid and it really stuck with them. But I just can't imagine like the kind of guy who says 4 eyes, I don't think he would last in a COD lobby. You know, 4 eyes to me is around as offensive as clanker, which is to say I don't find it offensive. I have seen AI bros unironically start saying that clanker needs to be treated as a slur, which just makes me like the word even more. Why? Because I love slurs, obviously. Because I love... You're going to give me a very charitable interpretation of what I just said. Because obviously slurs are awesome and I think we should all say more of them. That's the reason, obviously. No, because if I can upset a AI bro, I will go for it. That's just funny. But also, I don't want to be misconstrued as being on the anti-AI side of history. Now, do I think that AI 95% of the time is completely pointless and we are using it for no reason? Yes, but I do think that it has use cases, right? Like those stupid meta glasses that I think are the dumbest thing of all time. I have to give credit somewhat to the fact that, like, if you're vision impaired or like legally blind, then it's helpful to have something in your ear that goes, what you're currently looking at is blah, 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 blah. Fine. I'll admit that. Do I still think they're one of the dumbest products of all time? Yes. And also the fact that they keep advertising them as like, you can have it describe what art looks like to you. I don't think that if you're vision impaired, visual art is really what's going to resonate with you anyways, right? Like, if they describe it, and honestly, even the description, no, you know what, I'm going back on that. Fuck that, actually. Because even then, the description would be like, you are looking at a banana that looks like, that is currently taped up and is at a 45-degree angle. Dude, if they've never, like, if they've been blind their whole life, they're gonna be like, oh, cool. What the fuck's a banana? Obviously, that one they would know. But, like, when it describes certain situations, or posing, being like, pose similar to Twister, or to like this iconic scene, they wouldn't know what that is, man. So like, I don't honestly know, still fuck that. It still doesn't even help there. Even in the one use case I tried to come up with for those glasses, fuck those glasses. Sorry, I'm still gonna be on my little, but all the, you know, it's because it's Facebook meta AI. I've just got vested interest in hating them more. Because it just, like, it feels right to me. That's the easiest choice of all time. Look, we need our cheese, all right? I'm trying to get my cheddar up. I'm trying to get my cheddar up and my funny up, if I possibly can. No, you know what? Honestly, hard R clanker on stream. I know. We thought he was based, and then he said that. Dude, can you imagine if Twitch actually got back to me with a terms of service thing, and they went, right here we have against hate speech. There were about 70 people about to peddle view bots in your Twitch chat, and when you said that word clanker, you scared them off. You're done, bud. Hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. Your career's over. The AI are coming. The alive internet theory will tear you apart. I mean, it's kind of the issue with the dead internet theory, though, right? Like, it's almost like obviously there's a dead internet going on. Have you ever been in the comment section of anything ever? Even before the theory was widely popular. Look up your favorite song. Bonus points if you pick a song from before the year 2000 on YouTube, and read the comments and tell me that the internet was alive before then. It's the most cookie cutter comment section you've ever seen. Like, let's say you picked a song by The Who, right? One of the top comments, to this day, The Who remains one of the most underrated bands, as though they aren't insanely popular. Or right underneath it, remember listening to this song the year it came out, good memories. Right underneath that one, yo, who's listening to this song in insert current year? These have been the comments on that level, or on those songs, for ages. So of course the internet's been dead since it started. And not to mention, some people did. I'm sure some of those are real people, but most of them are definitely, like, they type like an AI, if nothing else. They could use a course on how to sound like a human. Increase shot number by 1. I just don't care, unfortunately. Like, I'm trying my hardest to muster some care. Just don't. The other one is the sob stories underneath songs. Those ones are kind of insane to me. Because people will say, like, remember listening to this one with my daughter. Unfortunately, she passed from leukemia. And it's obviously tragic when you read something like that, but at the same time, honestly, I didn't need to see it underneath Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's very tragic. It's just, for me, it's not as tragic necessarily. And like, now you're ruining my vibe. So I would appreciate, you know, suffering in silence isn't obviously a good thing. I don't know you, and now you're just trying to bum me out. Kind of like the opening of The Last of Us 1. Sorry, I've got a little bit of opinions about that. Which, if you're wondering what my opinions are, if you've ever played the Last of Us Part 1, well, I guess it was just The Last of Us when it released, but you know what I'm saying. You'll know that they do a cold open where a very certain character dies, and it is a very shocking cold open that sticks with a lot of people. But then when I like sat back and reflected on it, I was like, we didn't really know this person as a character at all. In fact, it's why I kind of like the way they did it in your star allies can also inflict curse. So fun fact, there are synergies, as it turns out. It's kind of fucking awesome. Wait, how'd they know I would do curse on this guy? Probably because they knew my damage was absolutely abysmal, so I would have to do anything else to make my damage look okay. But yeah, no, in the Last of Us, the TV show, I kind of liked that they characterized the certain character a little bit more by having you spend a bit more time with them and see their day-to-day life, because it lets them feel as though they exist instead of being a prop for sadness, which is kind of all they are in the first game. In my opinion, I still really like the first game. I'm not saying this as like a classic, they can't write characters. Nah, it's just, when I started to reflect on it, I was kind of like, okay, they're doing a little bit of some like emotional, you should feel sad because the character is sad. Which I am sad because the character's sad because I like the character. Because I care to get attached to this main character. I don't really know much about anyone else involved here. We're about to start getting absolutely fisted here, by the way. Any moment now, I think. Yeah. There's our first tick of damage. It might all be downhill from here. Well, honestly, it's not that bad. All right. Tag them early and pray they explode into curse damage. Tag them early and pray they... Yep, we're getting hit. Hit twice is... tragic though. That was because I packed poorly. We should just stand still and let it happen. Yeah. All right, take me. Never mind. My dodge chance is unbeatable. What was my dodge chance? 30%. Okay. Now that's not right because I don't really think that I had much there personally. Well, you know, I said that this character was atrocious, and then we just had our highest scoring run of all time. It happens. You have increased dodge chance against cursed enemies. Not bad, because if you think about it, then you can dodge to do more curse chance. You gain 40% curse speed. Okay. Your curse speed's increased by 25. Okay. Inflicting curse also stuns enemies. Okay. Always aim for cursed enemies. No. Whenever you kill a cursed enemy, you have a 50% chance of inflicting curse on another random enemy. Don't care. Every 5 waves, cursed enemies take 50% extra damage. I just don't care. Yo, who's this nerd rat? Nobody now, because we're done the nerd character. Nobody cared who I was, so I put on the glasses. Bro, I honestly thought that this was like Kaneki. You can't see it. I thought it was like Kaneki or like the Dan character where they have the teeth up front. That's just the curse icon. Now that I'm looking at it, actually. Starting to realize what that one is. All right, well, let's see what we got going on with Doctor. The Doctor is in. You're goddamn right he is. We probably just care about this on Doctor. The way that I read it, at least. With Curse, you care most about this. And then you also care the most about getting some dodge chance. And now, the game begins. So let's see. How does the... Oh, this is so much better than the... Oh my god, you're just so much better than the stupid nerd. No offense to the nerd, he's awesome and whatever. That's not bad. Your reload time... We can't do that, unfortunately. I don't know, man. Probably just crit. I don't love that option, though. Nerd emoji. Don't put the nerd emoji in my chat. That is probably considered cyberbullying. And I'll have to report you to YouTube. All right, I don't want to do it, but I have to. All bonus move speed is transformed into critical chance. So we would lose our move speed, but get crit. I think that's probably worthwhile. Don't put derps nerd emoji in my Twitch chat. That's even more insulting. Literally the rat 5 minutes ago. It wasn't. No, it was like a Halloween costume. Okay, that's different, obviously. That's not like me. That's not who I am. That wasn't me. Hey. That guy you saw back there. Just want you to know, that wasn't me. The exact line said by the most toxic person of all time directly before attempting to manipulate someone. Hey, you know I wouldn't do that. You know it. You know that, right? Your curse speed's increased by 50%. Our curse is looking pretty good. And then we got good dodge chance against all cursed enemies, which is everybody. Dude, this game is kind of sick, though. I'll give it up. I think it is easier in a lot of ways than Brotato, but I think that's kind of why I like it, because I don't have to think as much. Like, everything just kind of seems broken, which is a fun design philosophy. That's what Dota does. Dota just lets every character be broken. We'll do this one. Now, granted, Poison might not be broken. Why do I say might not? I'm not playing Poison. I got here with Curse. I'm going to stick here with Curse, okay? I'm dancing with the one who brought me. It's a little thing called loyalty. Increase projectile damage. We'll do this one. Now, I do wonder if you're... No, it'll run out. So then there's no point. Even in Endless, those ones that are like the 5 turns worth of an upgrade, I just don't care for them. I'd rather just win on my own merits. You know what I mean? Like, pull myself up by my bootstraps. That's what all the boomers around me always told me I had to do. Whenever you take damage or dodge and put curse on, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, our dodge chance is a little lacking, except for against cursed enemies, where I think we have a 30% dodge chance. But it's currently only a 5% dodge chance, which is not great, I'll admit. Your curse chance is increased by 10%. Your curse speed's increased by 40. The faster we curse, the easier it is just to win. So I'm going to keep going this way. It is only dealing 999 damage, which you might say, why is that an only? I kind of forgot that eventually enemies are going to have more than 999 HP. So once we get there, we might be fucked, but I'm kind of good at burning bridges when I get to them. You know what I mean? Looking ahead is hard, so I choose to focus on directly in front of me. And any possible pitfalls I'm creating myself in the future, I can deal with in the future as a different person. Decreases your total ammo by 99%. Not happening. That's also not happening. Give me the crit chance, I guess. I don't know. Can curse crit? Probably not, but like I just like critting too much. I'm too addicted to just seeing the numbers be a different color and be slightly larger. I don't think that curse can crit. They should look into this. I think it might make the game a whole lot better. We're gonna do movement speed, but only because I think it will also then go into dodge chance. Now, is dodge chance capped? I don't know, because if you hit 100% dodge chance, how do they balance that? Brotato tells you dodge chance is capped at 60. This game does not say dodge chance is capped anywhere, which leads me, the humble player, to believe that I must just have unlimited. I can go to 100. I can go to 110 probably. We can dodge hits that don't even happen. Every step we take, we're dodging in like a different world, you know? Yeah, I mean, I think the starter rat might just be the best one though, which makes sense. He's the jack of all trades. He's the jack off all trades. Because if you do the one where you get extra rewards at wave 10, wave 20, wave 30, then or an extra upgrade, then you're so much more set up for endless mode than any of the other rats are. God. I guess that's the issue with the other ones, right? They're kind of pigeonholed into their one build. Soldier will always be ammo. This guy will always be curse or poison. He does have choices in his life. He left his doors open. Dude, leaving doors open, resume, job stuff, all that kind of stuff, right? Do you guys ever have somebody in your family who was like that? Like at family gatherings, they would hit you with the You know, if you really want a job, you can just walk in and ask for one. That's honestly so insane. Could you imagine if somebody walked into the place you work and just asked for a job when you didn't have any hiring signs? That just feels psychotic, man. That just feels like you should be put on a list or something. That's not normal behavior. That's not... It's honestly, it screams desperation more than anything. Which, granted, I guess, you know, some managers, especially in service jobs, are looking for. Because if you're not desperate for the job, you are not going to put up with the kinds of people that are shopping at Target every day. Which I don't blame you for. When do they explode? Oh, they explode like after an extra second. Oh. Well, I don't know if the explosion's that good then. I tried to rush it so we could get that going on for like chain kill stuff. The explosion damage is lacking, I would say. I would say it's very lacking, actually. I saw the word miss pop up, and yet I didn't get anybody cursed around me. What's our dodge chance at? It's only 5%, but we get more if they are cursed. Okay, that's fine then. I guess 100% increased damage on our stars, because I mean, we're basically just playing nerd again. Surprise, surprise. But like, because eventually our stars will be able to curse too, and then the more curse we have going on, they'll call me the king of curses. Shout out my boy Sakuna. What he doing with all those arms? Do you think Sakuna versus forearms from Ben 10 versus Machamp, who's winning the forearm off? And before you just instantly say Sakuna, we don't really know, because like Ben 10 power scaling, I feel like probably goes crazy. We're not ready for that conversation, you know? I don't know what, because he's got Alien X too. So worst case in the forearm off, if he's losing on forearms, he'll just turn into Alien X. And then I think Alien X was the super strong one. You gotta remember, I didn't like Ben 10 that much, but only because there was a kid in my class named Ben who I didn't like. So like back then, I was pissed off he got his own show, and my name got nothing. In fact, I never even got like any of those keychains because my name's not spelled a common way for it to be spelled. So every time I would see one of those keychains that's like any little souvenir, my name would be misspelled. And I'm too proud about how like I am as a person to go, I'll buy the one that has my name but not spelled right. No, spell it my way or I'm not buying it. It's not insanely uncommon because my parents got my name off of Wheel of Fortune. That is true, by the way. They were watching Wheel of Fortune and they liked how the one contestant had my name spelled and they went, we're gonna do that. And the rest is history. And because of that, so I gotta thank God the day they watched Wheel of Fortune, there was not some absolutely insane and heinous name on there. Because I could have let me refresh. I could have lived a very different life than the one I did. Like, imagine they go on there and they were like, ooh, Natasha, I like that name. Dude, I'd be fucked. There's a personal name that like, I don't really, I'm sure there is somebody out there who has this name and is thinking what's wrong with it. I don't fuck with the name Sydney, but the reason I don't fuck with the name Sydney, it's just like, I fuck with it in one situation and one in situation only, which is you're like androgynous or like gender fluid, because otherwise that name doesn't tell me anything about you. And I like a name that tells me something about you. You know what I mean? Like if I hear the name Sydney, I don't know who I'm dealing with here. Because there's two versions of Sydney in my mind. Sydney is either a troublemaking youth, that would be the male side of Sydney, or a 50-year-old woman, and that's the female side of Sydney. And I don't like that there's such a dichotomy in one name. You know what I mean? I just think it's doing too much for one name. So that name I don't like just because it scares me. Just because it's got, no one man should have all that power, in the words of Kanye West. Wonder what he's up to right now. Probably not causing any controversies if I had to guess. I mean, he made Graduation. How could he be? Surely everyone's super chill with Kanye right now. Also, hi Sen, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, what other, the other name that I think is very androgynous, Aaron's a very androgynous name. I don't know who I'm dealing with an Aaron, but Aaron, at least to me, I don't see really old people named Aaron. So I at least know I'm not dealing with like a geezer. But if you are named Sydney, I don't know, man. I feel like that's an old woman name. It's a young man name. Well, anyways, the plague doctor has died. As it turns out, he's not that good. Maybe I just did the wrong build. Can I reset my build? Oh no, it's just, okay. It's just permanently unlocked. That's fine. I kind of wanted the money back. As the rocket rat's coming along, it's going good. It's going good, I think. I mean, maybe the issue is I didn't have projectile damage. Okay, what are the other upgrades we have to max out to get other characters? Arrow and lightning. Okay. So now we're just gonna go, guess like that. I don't love the, oh. Yeah. I don't love this, but we'll go like that. Then we will give ourselves one more upgrade option for each level. Increase our crit chance, probably. Start with a whole extra heart, I think. Start with a whole extra heart and a half, might I say. Imagine just starting with a whole extra heart. I literally couldn't be me. I just wouldn't be caught dead doing that personally. Hate all of the, well, I don't hate ammo, and we're trying to go arrow, so we'll start arrow just so we can start scaling it right now. Okay. Arrow level 2, fine. If I have to, you know, it wasn't really my plan, but here we are. Yeah, I just think the starter rat is too good. Surprise, surprise, he likes the starting rat. I know, I'm surprised as well. I didn't really fuck with my options there. I don't super fuck with these. I'll take the crit. I feel like crit's always good, especially because your arrows eventually get the ability to crit. Plus, maybe it's just me. I've never been great at finding the crit, personally. So I'm happy that they have an upgrade that just kind of spells it out for me. We'll just go ammo here. I like having more ammo. The less we have to reload, the better. I don't think I'm ever going to take the one that puts me back to 1 ammo and does piercing damage, just because the reload speed penalty is way too much. It feels not great. More ammo for me. What can I say? Comically overstuffed rat. Oh, I couldn't, well, maybe one more upgrade. Dude, I never even thought about that. Holy shit, Pyrocynical probably loved that one scene from SpongeBob where Squidward breaks in and eats all the Krabby Patties. Damn. That's wild. I always didn't like that scene because they drew his thighs with too many bumps on them and they unsettled me. And if you think that I'm weird, look it up. They textured those thighs, man. They textured them something fierce. Refreshing, I know. Over the gear upgrades, yes. We'll keep going with the crit. Now, we don't want to over crit until we get ammo upgrade, where all shots only cost 1 ammo. Because until we get that, getting too much crit's bad, because then we'll just start to bleed through all of our shots too fast. Arrow's a tempting upgrade, but yeah, ammo's really what we're looking for. This is just increase ammo by 100. Okay, now we should be getting closer to our every shot only costs 1. Look, compared to, unfortunately, the nerd, we're not doing it as well. But that's just for now. Okay. Increase ammo by an extra 50%. That's good. What randomly increased my ammo? Does one of the ammo upgrades do that? No. Is it every level you just get a couple more shots? Just don't really want any of those. We'll take Plume X just because we're looking for 5 rares, I think. Was what we're looking for on it was some passive we had or anything. There's so much information, okay? I'm keeping in mind what I can. Critical chance up while good is not ammo. Increase shot number by 1. Okay. Sure. And then re-roll and give me 7. I think if you take gear 2, you can't get any of the other gears though. So I'm going to take the fire rate for now. Could take the health upgrade, but come on. Getting hit in every video game you've ever played is optional. So why would I ever spec into something that's just like, oh, if I get hit, it's not as bad? I just won't get hit. It's actually a far more efficient way to do it. Now our arrows can deal crits, which is good because we're at 61% crit. You know, if we ever shoot an arrow. It's just kind of an insane idea I had that like maybe my arrows could ever work. All right, roll me because we're still looking for arrows and we're still looking for, yeah. Arrow chances increased by 15%. We're 70% chance for an arrow. That's good, that's good. Now, if I could get my shots to only consume 1 ammo, I'd be a whole lot happier. It would really make my day. Maybe they don't start appearing until wave 15 though. The best damage reduction is not getting damaged in the first place. Exactly. That's why when Joe and I were playing Night Rain, he complained that Recluse dies too easily and always gets one shot if she gets hit. But like, did you notice it in that very sentence? If she gets hit, there is a counterplay. Do not. If you never get hit, that's not an issue for you at all. It's all contingent on this if. I personally just wouldn't let it happen. That's why when I play Dead by Daylight, I just don't get hit by the killer. Disclaimer, by the way, you can't ever watch me play Survivor on stream. Might just like not paint a good picture for me or something, I don't know. Dude, my Survivor is actually so ass. I'm not good at Survivor at all. I always think that like this is the game where I'm gonna change everything and be the best Survivor ever. It never happens, man. Somehow it just never happens. In my mind, I've got all these plans. I'm like, oh yeah, they'll all love me. They do not. Increase projectile damage. We need damage so desperately. This rat acting as if he doesn't die or get hit. Never have, never will. Do not say that I did, because that's not true. You can't prove that. I can prove that you got hit. I just said it. But like, you don't have a platform. So I'm using the fact that I'm currently on a platform above you to suppress your voice such that nobody will listen to it, because who would listen to the guy who doesn't have a platform? Oh, I see rules for thee, not for me. Wow, that's I mean, honestly, what kind of fallacy is this? Guys, can somebody look up fallacies to use when you're losing an argument? I could really use a cheat sheet. I think it could really help me out right around now. Appeal to authority, actually. Does it apply here? Wow, logical fallacy. Thinking everything has to apply. Some people. I do think if you ever are unironically calling out a fallacy, that I think there are some logical fallacies that people can have in arguments that are worthy of calling out and saying, actually, your point does not stand because of this. But if you use that to refute a point because you don't know how else to refute a point, you might just not want to ever like debate or engage with people. I don't think you're built for it. I think you might be soft. Enemies killed trigger your chance for summoning arrows. Okay, we're good now. For the rest of the game, we should be fine. Now they'll all just slowly fall over as they walk towards us. Hoping for a little arrow upgrade. Gear 4, increase shot number by 1. I actually just think is worthwhile. Your critical damage is always at 300%. What's my current critical damage? 372%. So as cool as it would be to just like set my crit damage down, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Even though it does sound very fun. I don't want you to think it doesn't sound like a great time. Yeah, all right. The run's doing some stuff. We definitely need to get the more arrows though. I'm not looking forward to having to get shock. Shock is just... Maybe once you get it fully upgraded, I'll change my mind entirely. I'll look back at this very moment and say, little did you know. Look at you talking without even knowing. But as it stands right now, shock does not place high on my tier list. Granted, neither does poison or curse. Even though I've used curse a couple times, I don't like them. I don't like the status effects that take time to kill, because you want to know what's faster than taking time to kill? Just killing them. Your arrow summoned 2 other arrows upon impact. The game is over. I will see you all in Endless. I'll let you know how it's going. I just don't think that I need to give this one too much more of the prefrontal cortex. I'm pretty sure it autopilots at this point. All I need now is to get the arrow 7 and then we're good. All right, I'm done moving. This rat's legs are tuckered out, man. After doing cardio for that long, Dude, I have noticed, so like I'm a little bit of a toe walker because I just feel like it's optimal, right? It also, I think it makes me trained really well for high heels, which isn't something that has really come across too often as being needed for me. But if it's ever a skill I need, I think I could kill it in high heels because it's kind of just the stance that I take when I walk anyways. But the reason I bring it up is because recently I think that I've been like sitting like that too. Like lifting my chair and sitting like that. Because I noticed today that my calves are really sore and I don't think I've done anything. Unless it's just like the way I sit, or maybe I've been walking more. I don't think so though. Hitting an enemy with a crate empowers their next shot. See you guys in hell. Oh, this is awesome, man. Yeah, we're hitting up to 900% crit damage. You too? I do that all the time and people always look at me weird for it. Yeah, I mean, they're just jealous that one day we'll be able to absolutely fucking kill it in some stilettos and they won't. That's all it means. Fire twice as many arrows. It just does not need to have this, but I appreciate it. Am I? Oh, I get it. It's mice. Not a rat. You could have just called it R4T. Just an idea. Mouse is not a rat. I hate to interject here. Could call it R4T. Just an idea for you. After reloading or projectile penetrations increased. Do I even need to penetrate? Penetration just doesn't feel good to me. Well, we got penetration anyways. It happens. I also recognize the double entendre. It was the way I phrased it on purpose. So if you point it out, just know it was on purpose. All right. Sometimes I say inflammatory things just to see if anybody does a reaction. I purposefully phrased it like that. You fell for my trap if you felt an emotion. Okay. Like, at this point, it's just the perpetual motion machine does not stop. We just need more projectile damage, so we'll just take this. Just let it fucking ride. Put it all on black and let it ride, baby. We do have to reload every now and then, so maybe I should increase my reload speed. I don't like that. I don't like that we have to reload. I think it feels way better when we don't. Yeah, because that's a decent reload time. Dude, we also don't have that much damage, though. Like, a lot of numbers flashing, right? Like, I mean, honestly, if I'm playing a Survivor game like this, I do kind of want the run to look like it would kill a Victorian man by the end of it, like this level of stimuli. We say that, right? I'm sure that in reality, if you had a time machine and you showed it to a fucking peasant toiling on the farms, the reaction wouldn't be, oh my god. They wouldn't like have a heart attack and die. They'd probably be like, wow, this black magic that you have is crazy. Anyways, don't kill me. I kind of gotta finish toiling in the fields lest my owner kill me. I feel like they kind of had their own stuff going on. I don't think they'd be that interested in what I have to say. Guess we might as well just do some lightning. I don't know. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I keep avoiding the impact one, I do not want to change my shot pattern. It feels way better when we're shooting a wall like this than it does when we're shooting that angular half circle. At least to me. I don't know if that is better, by the way. I don't know if the Rocket Rats meta has developed that far yet. But that's kind of my opinion on it after playing for a bit, is it feels way better to shoot out walls than the little half circles. On this character. It might change for Soldier. I don't know what his is like when you start doing the projectile, or sorry, the impact upgrades. Dodged. Love to see it. Eventually, man. We gotta get our first kill. Once we get one kill, everything kind of dies. Never mind. We have acquired multiple kills and still not everything is dead. Maybe this run was ass. It's entirely possible this run was not as good as I thought it was. I think the issue is it resets our crit counter and like our built up all of our momentum resets between waves, but now we don't get upgrades. Okay. Is what it is. Enemies defeated. It is the highest number of enemies defeated. We'll make that make sense. How is it possibly our highest number of enemies defeated when it was nowhere near our highest for waves done? All right, you gain the arrow upgrade. Sure. Arrows, enemies killed with your, or killed trigger. Okay, yeah. Increases critical chance. Increases critical damage. Your arrows. Okay, let's read the keystones. After standing still for 3 seconds, you gain 150%. Okay. Replace all your hearts with metal hearts. For every half metal heart, increase your projectile damage. And sure. I just don't care. Gear upgrades are more likely. Gear upgrades can show up repeatedly. Gear upgrades will grant you additional upgrades on wave 20. Okay. I think this is probably my favorite to go with then. Is it the best one to go with? I don't know. I just kind of read it. This is what I parsed. Need more crit for that then. What is this one? Slows down enemies by 10% for each level, and we have 2 levels of it. I'm down to do that. Just keep them nice and slow. Upgrade. We don't need one more option. We need to be able to re-roll 1 time on every level, just because it's so consistent at getting everything up. So how's his shots work? All right, this guy's gonna be the best character in the game, huh? No offense to Soldier. I can already see it. I've read through the code. I know how this goes. We should be getting more gear upgrades too. Our first thing's obviously just max out arrows. Then maybe afterwards we can go crit chance. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, see, like these ones, I don't care too much for. While Dodge X is nice, I do like arrows. I find myself quite enjoying these little arrow specimens. I think they are very funny. Okay, increase your weapon's base damage by 2. We take as many gears as we can, because that's extra upgrades when we get to wave 20. And we will be making it to wave 20 with my eyes closed, 1 arm tied behind my back. Granted, I don't really need both arms to play this game, so... Well, unfortunately, you know, we'll take more ammo, I guess. Yeah, because now we have... Increases your weapon's base damage, increases its base ammo. Oh, wait, what's giving us the extra shot now? That's a great question. I'm not really paid enough to know all that, so we're gonna go for ammo upgrades now, though, because if we're gonna start doing multiple per shot, maybe it's always been 2 on top of each other. I just didn't recognize it before. Base ammo by 4. Dude, the gear upgrade might be absurd. Oh my god. Wait, the gear upgrade is... This is just... Well... Alright. The devs played favorites. I'm not gonna lie to you. The devs definitely played favorites with this one. What's this? Oh my god, summon 2 other arrows upon impact. It's just not fair. Fire rate up, don't even need it. Projectile damage up, now that I will definitely take. Would love to see some crit appearing, but if we can't get crit, I'm happy. Ammo's not exactly a high tier choice for us. I think I'd rather just have projectile damage up, because I mean, just look how much ammo we already have. And that's before anything else. Like, we should be fine. Gear 4, it has to, well, summon twice as many arrows. Get this out of the way because it's a rare show up. And I'd rather just have all the rares in my back pocket just in case. Critical chance plus 10%. We're at 61% crit currently. Okay, what the fuck? This character is awesome. Did the gears just like also increase all stats? No gear there, roll me. No gear there, crit me. They just don't get to play the game, man. Oh my god, this character is not right. This character is incorrect, man. Thinking. Oh, this one is something special. There just comes a time. You know what I mean? That time might be now. Holy. All right. Well, I would love to keep getting shot numbers up. I need to get more ammo. Regrettably. Now, here we are on wave 20. Oh, wait, we're about to hit wave 20. Okay. More ammo. So now we're going to see what they meant by that, like, gear thing at wave 20. It might just mean we get 2 upgrades at wave 20. Okay, so we definitely take ammo. We definitely take a gear. Oh, my God. This is the type of shit that is illegal to me. What are we talking about? This is absurd. Look at my number of upgrades, man. Yeah, I mean, just play this guy, honestly. Accidentally put other characters in this game. Whoops. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, roll me. Yeesh. Yeah, that's what take movement speed because it can technically turn into dodge chance. I was only rolling because I'm looking for ammo. I need to start only consuming 1 shot per, and then we are so golden. I don't think I'm going to get that opportunity, and that's okay. We're increasing our projectile damage based off of our ammo now. It's a good thing we have 140 shots in the thing. Okay. Hold on, you can take this further. This isn't even close to the strongest run you could get. Because you could take... I've got a theory. We're going to test it after this run. But I'm theory crafting. Yeah. It should work. It should work. We're going to play the exact same way with 1 change. Okay. Every shot consumes 1 ammo. That's what we love to see. Now we have 140 shots before we have to reload. Now we can go back to gear spamming. Oh. There's no point to gear spamming anymore other than it's just permanent stat ups, but... God. These poor enemies. It's a rough day of work for them. Roll. None of those are inspiring. Sure. Why not? I'll let electricity join the build. It's not doing anything, but like, at least it can sit there and look pretty. Why didn't I get the other thing for the next 5 waves? I just don't need it. Like, would I like it in endless? Yeah, but it doesn't, it's not gonna last endlessly because it changes the wave count number. And all of your other wave effects proc, so. Increase all damage sources by 100%. Holy shit, we might actually just be unlimited power. We'll have to look into this. Where's my crit at? We're at crit 1, 2, crit, was that another critical? Critical 4. Okay, we're at crit 4 still. Okay, we could definitely use upping that. If possible. Roll. Take another gear 5, I think. I don't mind that one. I think that's fine. It should be okay. This isn't right. This isn't correct. I'm just gonna turn the stats off in the top right. I don't need to see them anymore. We get it. We get it. The run wins itself. You close your eyes, it automates just the most heinous amount of death you've ever seen. Just some biblical levels of carnage. Okay. Even though shot number by 1 is nice, what if I kept scaling my shot number this way? Well, then I would be shooting out walls. Okay, honestly, yeah, I don't know. We're about to go endless mode. I feel like I'm not killing that fast, though, so maybe it's not going to be that strong. Maybe I'm overhyping it for no reason. It could be weak. I don't think it is, but it's not filling this bar as fast as it normally does, I think. Okay. Reach the 30th wave without moving. Oh shit, I didn't, huh? Well, I got an achievement for that one, huh? They really thought of everything. Increase critical chance by 20% because it turns surplus crit chance into crit damage. That's probably our best one for going forward because our surplus crit is... We don't really have much surplus crit. Never mind. It's exactly 100% now. Oh. I mean, still, getting 100% crit isn't bad. Lightning is dealing 6 damage, if anyone's wondering. Couldn't do it without it. Each one of my arrows is dealing around 600, by the way, just for reference, just so we know exactly where we're at with that. So don't say lightning does nothing, all right? That's a gross lie. It does almost something. I won't stand for any slander saying otherwise. Ooh, that was close. We're gonna get hit here. Unless I move. At this point, I just feel like it's a disrespectful 2 move. Ooh. I think they hit me here. They don't. Sorry. I feel bad for them. I'm sandbagging them at this point. just not fair, man. It's just not fair. It has to end, right? No, we're in endless. It must end at some point. I mean, I'm not moving, so surely it will. I could move and probably prolong this if I just took one step away to get my extra shots off. But it feels more right to just stay the immovable object. It's like the spirit of what R4T would want. Sorry. What do they call him? M1C3 is what they call him. That was the highest enemies defeated, and it wasn't even close. So here's the idea. This is gonna be our last run of stream, by the way. Here's the plan. Double your chance of getting rare upgrades. You may see where this is going now. Giga increase our projectile damage. Start the run. This is where we will no longer, every time we see a gear, we click it. No questions asked until wave 20. Then we can start asking some questions. Okay, still no gear in our first two. That's fine. We already have the arrow up to level 3. We want to get arrow 7 for sure. We want to get not really that one as much. Yeah, it's just not what I'm looking for. Might be better just to have a reroll then. Honestly, we were seeing more gears in our other run. If we don't get many gears by wave 20, by the way, I'll probably just call it. It means that the reroll is better, or I'll retry with reroll. We'll see which one's better. Okay, gear 5 obtained. Love to see that. Would love to see another gear. No gear here, take another arrow. It's as simple as it sounds. No gear here, we take ammo. Because there was no arrow. Now we should be looking for arrow, crit, or ammo. Arrow is now level 7 already on wave 9, which is still very good. These are all atrocious, so we'll just take poison because I've never done it. Like, done it at level 1, but I've never like officially done it. Take a gear instantly. It does not matter if it appears that our run is worse because of it. It will be better as long as we can live through level 20. And just based off the arrow damage, we'll make it through level 20. Hardly a concern, dare I say. Our critical chance is already 45%. That is way higher than I thought it would be. Projectile damage by 20 is nice, but I would love to get some more fire rate and crit. I mean, I would really love to see some of these. Base damage, I think I care about more than base ammo. Ammo is kind of a non-issue. You've got ways around that. Damage is so much harder. Yeah, see, like, that's a great one to get damage on. Now, I'd love to see some more gears, because right now we're not going to get as many upgrades as I would like. No. Probably movement speed so we can start doing some dodge, because dodge will be crazy if we can get that going. Nope. Projectile damage by 20, though. Did get a good roll. Now, how about another gear, huh? I'm hankering over here. I could really use one. That's what I love to see. How about one more gear before we get to our next wave? A decent number of gears. Not as many as I was hoping for, but a decent number. Increase our ammo here. So after this wave, we should go psychotic. It should be far stronger than what we had before. Shot number or crit chance. I'm actually going to take crit chance here. Cheese X, sure. We'll just get some more money. Why not? Get it out of the pool, too. Take our dodge chance up. Take our crit chance up. Take our base damage up. And then we still got to go focus more on ammo because we're now tearing through our ammo. Shot number by 1. Well, unfortunately, you know, I've got a little bit of an issue. I simply cannot stop doing my shot number up. And I don't know if anything can save this. Honestly, it's just, I'm too addicted to it. Base ammo by 4 or projectile damage. Give me the projectile damage, even though more gears is really funny. All right, I don't think we're going to be going too insane on this run, actually. As sad as it is. Ammo by 100. Okay, that's helpful. That definitely makes me feel better. What's our crit at? 85. Okay. It's okay. Could use some more gears then, honestly. Gear 5, you just have to take. There's no world where you can possibly talk me out of needing that one. And keep in mind, we do have poison chance, guys. I don't want you to count out the poison. It's probably doing big things. Skips gears that we're getting lied to. Okay, sorry. That's technically true. But what I meant when I said we need gears is we need gears before wave 20, because our perk only pays off for gears at wave 20. I think it should pay off at wave 30 right before there's the endless mode, but this character's kind of already brain dead broken, so I don't really know if they need to make them stronger. Would be funny though. You got to admit, there's a level of comedy to it. Bro, I have 120 shots. I get like 4 shots and then it's done. This just isn't right. This isn't fair for them. I need ammo desperately. Shit. I'd really love to increase my shot number again. All right, ammo's up. Dude, even while I'm reloading, the arrow chain just keeps it going. It's so insane. We are going to get so dicked on in Endless, though, because my reload is so ungodly long. And I have no way to stop me from tearing through all this. Increase your weapon's base ammo by 4. Well, that counts, technically. But we're only on ammo 5. We won't be able to get to ammo 7. If my math is right, we won't get 2 upgrades. We won't get 2 levels from this 1 upgrade. I might be wrong. As rare as it may be, it has happened before. So don't be alarmed. Dude, this character is so absurd. Because I didn't even get good luck with the ones I was rolling here. Increase shot number by 1. That's just a recipe for disaster. Just give me 4 more base ammo. On the bright side, for now at least, just able to like keep this up. It's only for like the first 10 waves though that we'll have it this easy. I guess the bright side is with the amount of ammo we're just expunging by shooting, we get a lot of arrows to shoot. But we're kind of fucked here. Yeah, that is what it is. Because we had to do the full reload animation. Yeah. Yeah, not as good as the last one, but not for the reason you might think. The only reason it's not as good is because we didn't get the all of your shots only take 1 ammo. If we had that, that would have been very different. Completion time was 5 minutes. Okay, honestly, you know what? I'm starting to agree with men. 5 minutes is a long time. They're actually kind of right, because I felt like that run was decently long. And it was only 5 minutes. Sorry, it was an entire 5 minutes. If anything, if I got 5 whole minutes like that, I would feel more than thankful. Honestly, I'd probably thank my lucky stars if that happened to me, if I had that long. I probably wouldn't even be disappointed then if it was only like 3 minutes followed by 20 minutes of crying. I'd probably empathize with that guy, but maybe that's just because I'm an empath. And like, maybe we shouldn't make fun of him. Maybe. Just my thoughts. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good stream. Yeah, I hope you had a good time watching. Had a great time streaming. Will Rocket Rats be returning? I don't know about on stream, but I'll probably play it off stream. Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for coming out. Tomorrow, I'm thinking of doing some Dead by Daylight, doing some Killer. And then Thursday will be Monster Hunter. See you guys. Peace. You don't seem to understand.